Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
And as we all remember, 2020, not the greatest of years for the Eagles as a whole, but you certainly can't pin it on their pass rush. They were absolutely terrific throughout the season. 49 sacks as a unit, the 3rd highest total in the NFL, much of it generated by their front four.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 on the play. So Dak with a completion there, really showing no ill effects from that injury a season ago. Yeah, what do you think your keys are defensively trying to stop Mr. Prescott?
Well, I think any defensive coordinator will tell you, stop his running game first, because he is at his best off of play action when all of your linebackers come up to the line of scrimmage after the fake to the running back, and that allows him room and space to make a decision downfield. So take away the run, and that allows you to drop into coverage and blanket the field.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Take four. Tight dog. Switch.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Prescott now. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Sanders on first down, not finding much of anything there as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Cowboys much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Well, this defense for the Cowboys much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. A fake to give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He's got Smith here. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Well, this defense for the Cowboys much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 21 yards there on 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He's to the 10, and he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Wilson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Sanders here as they run out of the gun, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
And it didn't take long for the Philadelphia fans to close their eyes and remember 2020 when this unit gave up 65 sacks, the most in the NFL. And that was 15 more than a couple of teams tied for second place in the league. They vowed for a restart in 2021. Hasn't quite gelled just yet.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. And he's got some space here. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. On first down, Hurts. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Smith catches left side. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Got a man open. It's Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Cowboys nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Prescott. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
This time they stay on the ground. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And this returnable for Rager. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. taken at about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hurts, he's going to keep this on the option. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Wide open. Amari Cooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And again, it's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. He's at the 30.
I'm the best in the game. I'm the best in the game.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for him here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
Keanu Neal, strong in run support as he comes up from his safety position and pop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Hurts. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Let's go.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
On first down, Sanders. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. They run with Sanders off the option. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have...
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Right here, right here.
Prescott from the gun. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Here's Cameron Johnston now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7. At the 8-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50. Focus, defense, focus.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.